Sparkling Season is the title of the latest and Christmas edition from Hot Off the Press. And as you can see, there are lots of goodies, and I'm going to go through each one right now. But as an overall, we have 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. We have 12 by 12 solid cardstock. We have 6 by 6 pattern cardstock. We have chipboard, as you can see. We have die cuts, and we have 2 cutting dies, Sparkling Season and then Merry Christmas. So let's get started with the 12 by 12 patterned cardstock. And we'll get in closer so you can see. Now this has 12 sheets. We'll back up a little bit so you can get a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more. There you go. Okay, so there are 12 designs. You're going to get 2 of each. There are 6 designs. You're going to get 2 of each. Plus you're going to get 56 cutouts. So that just gives you lots and lots to work with. And let me show you how this comes. And here are the sheets. So we're going to get started, and you can see this has got all the pine cones, the poinsettias, and what's so sparkling at Christmas are, of course, the ornaments. So they're right there. Now the papers are micro-perfed together in sets of 2. So let me just show you. That's all you do. You're going to get a nice clean edge very easily. This has got, of course, all of that sparkling going on. And then here is another with the icicles coming down, very wintry looking, as it would be true. And then on the back side, we've got the pine cones again and the greenery. So isn't this beautiful? You can see the sparkling season going on. And that Christmas tree is just a preview of the cutting dies, so that's kind of neat. Again, these are micro-perfed. You simply tear them like that. Here's the back side of this with more trees, that's sparkling. And it's fun to have a light color too. And so this is echoing kind of that first sheet. On the back of it, we've got holly and berries all over. Now this is the first of our cutout sheets. As I said, there are a ton of them in here, 56 as I recall. These are the larger ones, and you just simply cut right along the lines. And then you've got some greetings right there also. The other back side of it, you're going to have that beautiful wreath, and that's going to do great for scrapbooking. However, card makers, you can make 4 cards out of every single sheet of 12 by 12. Now, here are the cutouts, and as you can see, many of them have greetings on them, but some we've left with just the art. That way you can overlap them, you can stamp on them, you can put dazzles, whatever you like. Again, micro-perfed. There we go. And here is the back side. Oh, how pretty. Fun to see the icicles in a green background. Okay, so that's all we have. And as always, because this is from Hot Off the Press, I'll just show you. On the back, you're going to get ideas. We like to do that to kind of what we call jumpstart the creativity. And we always have a scrapbook page. And here is this one. You can see this is on that border. It is placed on the red cardstock, the solid. There's one of the die cuts, and we've got circles, Christmas ornaments, hanging from those straight dazzles. Time to sparkle. This is one of those larger cutouts where the center area was evacuated, just trimmed out with a penknife, and then a photograph. So that's fun. These are the chipboard pieces, and so that's going to add more sparkle. Let me show you the card. And here it is. And so this is also, of course, using our 12 by 12 pattern. We've got some die cuts. We've got some of the chipboard. And this is one of the cutouts on top of the patterned cardstock. So that works nicely. Our second piece to go in this collection is, of course, the solid cardstock. And there are 12 sheets. You can see all the colors, and you're going to get 2 of each one. These 2 are also micro-perfed, but I'm just going to spread out the colors so you can see them. And so we've got several shades of red and blue and brown. And then I'm going to flip this over so that you can see all the others. Now, someone wrote in and asked why we put white or black in these collections. they felt that you always have those. Well, because we don't know that, and because they're going to be useful in this collection, we really want you to have the collections that are all self-contained as much as possible, because you're probably going to add ribbons, dazzles, maybe some other things, and we don't want you to have to go buy cardstock separately. So that's our plan. Hope you agree. Now, we do have the 6x6 patterned cardstock, and it is exactly the same designs, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. And in this, you're going to get 4 of every single sheet. In the 12x12, you get 2, and the 6x6, you get 4. And you also get 112 cutouts. Oh my goodness. And also, because this is hot off the press, you're going to get an idea on the back, but I'm going to show that to you. So here are the papers. And as you can see, this is the first one with those ornaments. You get a hint of the sparkling that we have. Again, micro-perfed, you simply do that, and that works well. There is that all over sparkly, and there is the one that was used for the scrapbook page. And here is the backside with the pine cones and pine. And here we have this, just really works well for the sparkling, don't you think? And there's the backside, micro-perfed. And then we have the white one, the white background, and then the back of that with all the holly and the berries. And then these are the cutouts. Of course, they're smaller in the 6x6 with the greetings and micro-perfed. And we simply do that. And there we've got the cutouts and that final sheet. Now, let me show you those projects, or that project. And here it is. This is with that green, that last sheet. And you can see this has got the cutouts with it. It's also using the cutting die, which I will show you in a moment. And this is used with the glitter adhesive paper. So that's put onto white cardstock and die cut. And it just gives a beautiful look. It's very glittery. And we've got some of the chipboard. So now we're going to go to our die cuts. Now the die cuts have 2 sheets, and let me show them to you. There are 31 pieces, and that's what they look like. And they are just like the cutouts. Most of them have greetings. Some of them are just have the art, again, so that you can overlap them or you can add your own greeting. And they're just going to pop right out very, very easily. And let me show you a couple of ideas with these. Here is this one, and you can see that this is using as I said, the die cuts, but it's also using some of the cutting dies. So you're getting a hint right there of what that is looking like. And again, you can overlap them. Then also here is a second project, so very pretty. So this is using the 6x6 and that very starry look. And of course, the die cuts are there. This is also from the cutting die. So you're getting lots of hints. And we also have chipboard. And our chipboard, it's made exclusively for us. We absolutely love it. This has got 14 pieces. And of course, there's an idea on the back, but I've got that idea right here. And this is the Merry Christmas. It has been colored and then has gloss embossing powder on top. So you really get a shine. There are also the pieces that are there, and there's more left. So there's ornaments, there's the poinsettias. In fact, you've already seen some of those, so that's really kind of nice. Okay, as I said, we have 2 cutting dies. The first one that I'll show you is the Sparkling Season. You can see the title up there. And there are 13 cutting dies. And I started out wanting to do only ornaments, but in talking to the design team, they encouraged me to add more elements. So they know what they're doing, so I took their advice. There's the poinsettia, there's the holly, 2 pieces. We also have, one of the ornaments is a snowflake. There is a stocking. Now, we really try to make it easy for you, and so that stocking is in one piece, but we've got the heel and the cuff as separate pieces. So you're probably going to cut those out of white, maybe a white suede. And it's just easier to do it when you've got the separate die cuts. We did the same thing for the tops of the ornaments, because you're probably going to want to do those out of a silver ripple or silver metallic cardstock. And so we've got the two sizes right here. You can just die cut those and pop them on top of the ornaments. So that will work. We also have a pine cone. In fact, you saw that earlier. So all of those are available. And as always, there's a project. And here's the one. And Debbie did the stocking, and she's added dazzles, border dazzles to add sparkle. And so that's a fun look to do. We also have another cutting die. This is not usual what we do in a collection, but you know, it was time for a brand new Merry Christmas, and here it is. This is 3.5 by 2 5/8, so it's a nice substantial size. In fact, here's the project that's on the back of it, and you can see that that's really nice. It doesn't overwhelm this 5 by 6.5 inch card, but it definitely is a focal. Now, you could separate the pieces and have Merry on the front and Christmas on the inside, whatever you like to do. It's quite striking here in the red solid cardstock that is in the solid paper. And you can also see this is one of the larger cutouts, just how beautiful that is. Okay, so that is our collection. You can see there's a lot going on. Sparkling Season is the name. We'll need to back out and get all of these back in the shot. And there we go. We've got our 12 by 12. We've got our solid. We've got our die cuts and our 6 by 6, our chipboard, the Sparkling Season cutting dies, as well as the brand new Merry Christmas. Now, all of these are available, and we do have some subscriptions if you're interested. If you want everything but the cutting dies, and some of you do, we call it I Want It All, and you will get that every month just before we do the webisode, so that you've got your goodies in hand and you've maybe had a chance to play with them. You will get a 20% off on all of these, so that's pretty terrific. And so this is what you would get. Now, if you really want it all, now that means that you want the cutting dies, and this time there are two. This is what you will receive. So this is everything. I Really Want It All subscription is the title. Same deal. You're going to get one of everything before the webisode, and you will also get a 20% off retail. So we're giving you quite a bonus for going into our collections. We do one every single month, and Sparkling Season is what we have to launch our Christmas season. So I hope you enjoy them. Take a look at the projects, and we'll be seeing you soon with a webisode. Bye-bye.